Business rates in Northern Ireland have hit the headlines in the past week. Many retailers in central Belfast are likely to have their rates bills cut after draft rateable values were announced a few days ago. The issue was high on the agenda for speakers at Estates Gazette's first Question Time debate in Belfast.
Rates are a huge issue here, and generally speaking, rates are disproportionately high when you compare them to rents. So we have, it's certainly from our retail agents' point of view, it's one of the first questions that they're asked. It's a very, very important topic.
Anybody who thinks that a rate revaluation and reduction is going to solve all the problems of the high street and the vacancies, which are very common, and high streets with lots of charity shops and so forth. Not that there's anything wrong with charity shops, but it's just the prevalence of them on most of our high streets. I don't think revaluation by itself is going to be the answer to that. It's a deeper structural change in the way that we do retail.
The biggest swings affect retail and leisure businesses, with many in the high street seeing a decrease in rates. But others, particularly in the Cathedral Quarter, will see massive increases.
The Dirty Onion across the road, the NAV's up from 32.5 grand to 135 grand. So that's a 415 uplift. Let's see one of the other ones. Muriel's on Church Lane was the winner that we could find. Its NAV up 645%. I think that's pretty much standard for around this area. So Hudson, Duke of York, all those bars will have seen their NAVs going up 400 or 500%.
Development activity in Belfast and investment into the property sector from overseas was also a hot topic of discussion. With the global media spotlight never too far from any political troubles, foreign investors are still nervous about entering the market.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. I think our political system in Northern Ireland is very disappointing, to be frank. And that is the problem, trying to get investment to come into Northern Ireland. A lot of people don't understand it. And that's why I was just saying with IPD and stuff, it's really important we start getting statistics out there. It's important we get a lot more transparent.
But what about funding for investment from within? With demand for development at levels that could justify spec development, rental levels are acting as a brake. But what other issues are hampering development?
And I think, unfortunately, one of the fundamental problems with the property sector in Northern Ireland is a lack of equity to either, stimulate or make transactions happen. And until we get to the bottom of that, we're going to have a reasonably stagnant sector.
Logan says the bank would like to lend more, but was stopped by...
I'd say, bluntly, a lack of opportunities. We're not seeing, I think, fundable opportunities. What we're here to do as Bank of Ireland is effectively, property finance is a core part of our business. We're committed to that. It's a long-term sectoral play for us on the island of Ireland. We're doing development finance in Dublin, we're doing it in Cork, we're funding other investment transactions, we're trying to fund institutional investors as they enter this market, we're trying to support our existing customers and also try and see and position ourselves for when the indigenous market returns and doing things there. But it's difficult to cover, I suppose, all the bases at one time.
This is Nathan Cross for Estates Gazette.